I already see a good number of participants, so I believe that we can start our third and last webinar for the first AI on Demand open call. My name is Joana Martinheira. I'm from F6S, and I will be today's moderator. This webinar will be focusing on answering your questions. So the deadline for the open call applications is very close to us. So we will like to take this opportunity to clarify any last questions you have, any doubts. So I hope that you brought your questions ready for today's session. And just to share with you some guidelines as usual for today's webinar, so everything can run smoothly. As you might have noticed, this session is being recorded for dissemination purposes, just like we did with the last webinars. We will be sharing these presentation slides and the recording with all of you. We will also make them available on the Open Calls webpage, and the recording will be shared on the AI on Demand's YouTube channel as well. As usual, please use the Q&A box to raise any questions. You can do so starting from now, or you can wait for the Q&A as part of our webinar to raise your questions. I will advise you to write the questions down instead of raising your hands, just because the session is being recorded. But if you're okay with that, you can also raise your hand and make the question once we start that part of the webinar. But before that, we will have a recap of the platform, presentation, an overview of the platform, and a recap of the open call process presented by my colleague Ana Barbosa Melo. And then we will have 25 minutes for answering all of your questions. So let's start then with this recap. Ana, if you would like to present, the floor is yours.
Yes, Joana, thank you very much. My name is Ana Melo. I am with Joana, part of the Open Call Management team for AI on Demand Open Call. And before going into details about this open call itself, we would like to start by giving you a quick overview about the AI on Demand platform and why the platform is being built in the first place. As you know, Europe has a strong AI research talent and innovation, but the AI ecosystem is still highly fragmented, which makes it difficult for companies to find the right partners or the right technologies or the right pathways to scale. And this is where AI on Demand comes in and wants to make a difference. The AI on Demand platform is designed to be Europe's central hub for trustworthy AI. It connects the providers, the AI providers, the businesses, the researchers, and public initiatives in one single ecosystem built around European values like transparency and openness. For providers, it creates the visibility and access to new markets that providers are looking for. And for users, it offers a trusted way to find AI solutions, AI partners, and the support in one place, like a one-stop shop, as it says in the slides. The AI on Demand is composed by three main elements. The DevOps, basically a group of tools for developing and deploying AI solutions. A marketplace to showcase products and services, and the Business Navigator, which helps organizations identify relevant technologies, partners, and support, like a matchmaking tool. The goal of AI on Demand is simple, although complex at the same time. It's make trustworthy AI easier to discover, to adopt, and also to scale across Europe, to be the reference tool to connect this fragmented European AI ecosystem. So we invite you to check the previous webinars for further explanations about this platform, especially webinar number 1, where this was much more detailed than this short presentation. This is available in our YouTube channel. and also in the landing page of the open call. And this would be all from my side at this point. Maybe I can proceed directly to the other presentation, Joanna. Okay. So this is, as you may know, this is the first open call of AI on demand. This first open call aims to is looking for solutions that can support this AI, the AI on demand platform. We are looking for strong AI products. We are looking with a mature that are mature and deployable, so TRL7 or plus. We are looking for solutions with real business value, so that bring value to the platform with a clear market need, sustainable business model, and also market readiness for the EU27. We are looking for solutions that are AI on demand fit, so that they can support the reinforcement of this ecosystem, integrate with other components of this platform, and bring users and traction to the platform. And we are looking for great teams. We are looking for teams with growth potential, proven execution capability, ambition as a long-term vision. And everything is detailed. All these main characteristics that we are looking for are detailed in the selection criteria on section 4 of the guide for applicants. Next slide, please, Juan. What do we offer in this open call? So firstly, a financial support up to 60,000 euros for a 3-stage process that I will explain in a minute. Obviously, also an integration with the European AI infrastructure, this main one, AI on demand platform, market access and customer acquisition, mentoring and strategic guidance for your solution and your business, visibility and credibility boost for your solution, real deployment and use case validation. And there is an opportunity within the process to explore this, and early influence in this platform development. So you can have a say in this the platform development. I forgot to say something about AI on demand platform. AI on demand platform is actually a work in progress, let's say. The platform is there. It's used, it can be used, it's ready to be used, but there will be further developments throughout the next year and a half. So you can also support us in this path. Next slide, please, Joanna. Who can apply? We are looking for single entities only, so startups, SMEs, and research organizations, RTO or academia. We are looking for the companies that are officially registered in any European member state, one of the 27, with a valid VAT and PIC number. And there's also a list of countries, associated countries for the Digital Europe program, which is a program that funds this project, that can also apply. And the list of the countries, I will not detail this list, but it's also in the guide for applicants. There are other eligibility conditions for application. The main one is that there must be a registration in AI on demand, and also a registration in the Business Navigator. This is mandatory. And also the application must be fulfilled in English. And all the terms and conditions must be accepted by the applicants. Next slide, please. So to recap a bit the call and the main outcomes, this is a 3-phase call, and it's a funnel approach. So after running the application phase, which is the one that we are in, we aim to select 50 companies that have the characteristics that I just presented. We aim to select up to 50 companies, and those 15 companies will engage in stage one. In stage one, we will provide 5,000 euros per provider for a 1 month work. That will include participating in 2 webinars. So we organize the webinars, you participate in these webinars about the AI on demand, basically to bring you to the point where we are in terms of development of the platform when this stage actually happens, which is in September 2026. We will expect you to give us some feedback about the platform. We expect also for you to fine-tune your proposal and to participate in an industry event, which we are calling industry event number 1. All this in 1 month, all this in September 2026. After this, or in this industry event, there will be a pitch by the end of the event. A pitching session, you will present your pitch of your solution and your integration perspective and proposal in AI on demand. And if you are selected after this speech, you will proceed to stage 2. Stage 2 is a 3-month stage, so running from October to December, early January. And we expect you to fully onboard AI on demand, integrate your solution with some OpenCall 1 component. I will go through that in a minute. Serve as beta testing for the platform and for all the components of the platform. Also to write your proposal for stage 3 and select the AI adopter that you will be working with in stage 3. And participate in this industry event number 2, which should happen by the end of stage 2. And the process is the same for selecting for stage 3. So in stage 2, you will again have a pitching by the end of stage 2, you will have a pitching session in industry event number 2, where you should again present your pitch for your solution, and this time also present your project for stage 3. If you are selected, you proceed to stage 3. And in stage 3, you are supposed to deploy your solution in an AI adopter of your choosing. And there's 35,000 euros for you to do this as a project. The AI provider gets 20,000. The AI adopter gets 15,000. We will be selecting up to 10 projects only by this time. So basically 10 AI providers that bring 10 AI adopters. Each provider brings 1 adopter. It will be a 3-month stage running in the first quarter of 2027. And the idea, what we expect is that you deploy your solution in the AI adopter, bring your use case to the platform, keep serving as beta testing, and in the end of this stage, participate again in an industry event that we will organize to present the work that you did in this process. So again, funnel approach. If you are selected for stage 1, you may have a good chance to be selected for stage 2 and again for stage 3. But the most important thing to consider is that if you are not selected for stage 1, you will not be selected for the others. So we invite you to detail as much as possible your proposal, your technical and business proposal, as well as your form and all the declarations that we ask you to include there, so that you have a good chance to proceed in the process. Next slide, please, Rana. In stage 2, just to go back to what I was saying, in stage 2, you are supposed to integrate with one of the AI tools that are already in the platform, as I was saying. The AI tools you can find these AI tools in the marketplace. There's a specific link that you can use to take you straight to these components that are available at this moment. This is the link. You can also find this in the frequently asked questions and in the guide for applicants. And it should be easy to reach. To access this link, you may need to sign on, but in any case, you need to sign on to apply to the open call. So we invite you to do that. Thank you, Joanna. Can you proceed? Yeah, so this is, I think, my final slide. For the application phase, and there are some important documents to consider. The most relevant one is the one that I already talked about, the guide for applicants. This guide gives you all the information that you need to proceed with your application. It explains the criteria for selection. It explains the funnel approach, the process, all the steps, all the outcomes that we expect for each phase. So please, while you are applying, consider this guide for applicants. The second, and also very important, is the technical and business proposal. So this is a template that you can find in the landing page. Actually, the dark box in below is where you can find these documents in the landing page. So it's the bottom of the landing page. When you download it, is a Word file that you need to fill in and upload in the form in F6S, in the F6S platform. And then there's the ownership control declaration. So in this particular call, the ownership of the solution must be declared. So you must fill in also and submit this declaration. If you proceed to stage one, if you are one of the selected, then there will be a contracting phase, and you will need to sign a sub-grant agreement, an SME declaration, if you are an SME, of course, a declaration of honor, and give us some bank information, also with some other documents, but these are the main ones. And you will find these documents also there in the landing page for you to consult if you in advance, so that there are no surprises, let's say, if you are selected and when the contracting phase starts. And I believe that's it from my side, Joanna. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Anna, for this brief recap of the application process. We will now move on to the questions that some participants have already raised in our Q&A box. And let's start with the first one. When you talk of integration to the platform, do you mean integration of technological bricks of the marketplace in our product, not integration the AI adopter? Please clarify. I don't know if you can help with this one, Anna.
Yes, but I was also seeing, I see that Spiros is not added as a panelist. So please, Joanna, if you could do that while I start, maybe I can give him the floor afterwards.
Yes.
When we talk about integration, we talk about exploiting the tools. Okay, we don't need you to give up on your IP or your rights of your solution, but just use your solution and exploit your solution using the tools that we have in our platform. I'm not sure if Spiros, you can complement this.
Yes, I would say the same. It's the utilization of these different components in your tool. It's not about integrating hard coding the business flow that you have on the platform from the technical perspective, I mean. So the AI adopter doesn't have to be integrated the tool. Some of you might have also on local on-premises installations. You can utilize the tools also to enable you to do that.
Okay, thank you. I believe it's clear, and we can move on to the next question. We are preparing Annex 6 for Smile BV, a Dutch BV registered, headquartered, and operationally managed in the Netherlands with Dutch KVK, VAT, and PIC. The company is 100% owned and managed by its founder, who is legally resident in the Netherlands, but her passport nationality is Iranian. There is no non-EU governance, non-EU legal entity, external investor, lender, customer, shareholder agreements, veto rights, financial dependency, or commercial relationship conferring control over the company. For Annex 6, should we select non-EU controls because the ultimate owner is a non-EU national, while explaining the Dutch establishment/residence and absence of any external third-party control? And does this situation create an automatic eligibility exclusion, or is it subject to case-by-case review or guarantees?
Thank you for this question. I start by the end. No, it does not create an automatic eligibility exclusion, but it is a case-by-case review in this particular case. I would say it doesn't. As for the selection, I think you can choose the EU controlled, but I would say that it's just better if you could add this information in the declaration somewhere, in any kind of box in the end, or just add to the PDF an extra explanation of this very particular situation. Okay, because it is a very particular situation. And as it is a case-by-case review, we will let you know. It will not lead automatically to exclusion, okay, at this point. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for this question as well. Next one. I would like to participate as a freelancer in Germany. I do not have a VAT number or a commercial registration number, only a German tax number. What should I enter in these fields?
Well, as a freelancer, you cannot apply to this open call. So this is strictly to startups, SMEs, and RTO academia, as explained before. So if there is no company associated with, if it's not a company formally as established as a company, you will not be considered eligible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anna. Next question. If we mention an AI adopter for stage 3 in our application, should we also include budgets, PMs, etc., for the AI adopter as well?
Yes, thank you also for this question. So for now, the template only allows you to indicate, to let us know what your AI adopter will be. In any case, there is no need for now just to detail the budgets and everything in the technical annex as you have it now. There will be another annex and another group of papers to work on if you move from stage 2 to stage 3. So at that point, we will provide you with a template for your projects where you will explain how you will deploy your solution. For now, it is interesting for us to know, but it's not a criteria for selection at this phase. But if you can include that information there, basically saying who is your AI adopter, how you intend to do this deployment, is extra information relevant and also relevant for us. But if you choose not to do it, it will also not harm your application at this point.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for raising this question. The next one is actually two questions, so maybe we can start with the first one. Regarding the updated applicants guide from the 20th of May, have there been any changes to the mandatory templates for Annex 2, which is the technical and business proposal, and Annex 6 or the F6S online application form? Do we need to download or refresh the templates, or do the previous forms remain valid?
So the previous forms remained valid. There was no change in the form in the technical business and technical annex. There was an extra question put in the form just to allow us to filter the AI component that you will be using. What we intended to do is to make it clearer, because we had a lot of questions about which components are we supposed to use for the integration phase, if all the components were available. So we made it clear which are these components, the components that we expect you to use, and those are the ones on that link that I just showed. So we made this clearer, just because we had several questions in our fora regarding this. But the annexes, both Annex 2 and Annex 6, remain the same.
Thank you, Anna. And the second question from this participant: we are already registered in the Business Navigator. We wanted to register our AI product in the marketplace for OC1, but cannot find the upload button in the user backend. Who can grant us publisher access to the marketplace before the June 8th deadline? Or is the marketplace registration not mandatory before stage 2?
Precisely. It's a second point. Maybe we can also make that clearer in the frequently asked questions. Thank you for this question. It's a very relevant one. What we aim is for you to sign on so that you are able to access the marketplace. But deploying or including your product in the marketplace, it's something that you cannot do on your own at the moment. So this will be a part of the stage 2 integration into the platform. So no need to do anything related to the marketplace and to the uploading of your product in the marketplace at this point. Just having your sign-on process complete, which is a 1-minute task, and also the Business Navigator process complete. That's it. Just Spiros, if you could complement if I've missed anything, but I don't think so.
No, you're right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you for these two questions. Going to the next one. We understand that subcontracting is not possible for this call. However, can we assume that it is possible within personal costs to contract some natural persons and/or consultancies to support some of the tasks? Also, can these contractors under personal costs live in an associated country like the UK or Switzerland?
Well, subcontracting is not possible for this call. That is right. So you should not assume that it's possible to contract a natural person. So you should let us know what your team is. Your team should be the team working in your company, either startup team or SME. But yes, it should not be possible to contract outsiders of your company.
Okay, clear. Thank you. Next one. Is one obligated to turn the project results into an actual product? What happens if the technical implementation fails or the project objectives cannot be fully achieved?
Perhaps I'll let Spiros answer that.
Yes, the answer is yes. We expect that you have an actual product. And we are aiming also to help you during the technical mentoring, how this can be achieved and how you can turn a prototype, for instance, into an actual product that we can also put into the marketplace. We will help you so the technical implementation doesn't fail, and we will mentor you for that to avoid that. If the technical implementation fails or if you abandon the project, then unfortunately, I guess there would be consequences in the funding, right?
Yes. What I can add to that is that when stage 2 starts, there will be, there will be a plan which will be set with with the company, in between the company and the mentoring partner, which is ICCS, and this is why Spiros is here representing this component. So there will be a plan with specific targets, with specific KPIs. But this will be agreed in between your team and the ICCS team, and then that needs to be fulfilled, obviously, because the funding is associated with this particular achievements. So that's what we can say. Same for the stage 3. If you reach that point, there will be another set of KPIs, another set of tasks that obviously also need to be fulfilled for you to receive the amount that is expected for each stage.
Okay, thank you
Thank you.
both. Thank you for this question. Next one, my question is about the business value for AI providers. Stage 2 and stage 3 seem to expect us to bring customers or AI adopters to AIoD. If I already have such a customer, why should I bring them into AIoD instead of deploying directly? What concrete value does AIoD provide to the AI provider and the customer beyond funding and visibility? For example, distribution, procurement support, compliance, infrastructure, or access to additional buyers?
AI.
Yes, Spiros, go ahead.
Okay, this is a very good question, and this is also the value of the on-demand platform. Like, first of all, gain visibility as a trusted provider in the European Union. So you have access to, you expand your market to other buyers and to other clients that they can find you from the platform. You can also find and reuse EU solutions within your tool in order to make a more cost-effective development. You can utilize, for instance, the services that we have in terms of GPU and the infrastructure in order to easily make a production-ready environment for your tool. And an existing environment also to push the results into the marketplace, so to utilize the marketplace in order to sell your product. And more than that, we have tools to help you with the compliance and the alignment with the EU AI Act. And most importantly, even for your customers, if you're making a deployment, for instance, for your client, and you want to minimize the costs for that provider in terms, for instance, the LLM costs and the tokens cost when you're utilizing an LLM, you can reduce the cost by utilizing our infrastructure and ensuring that also for your client that this is on EU sovereign infrastructure and doesn't use ambiguous and foreign LLMs infrastructure.
Thank you, Spiros. Thank you so much. Next question. Which challenge should we choose if we fit both energy predictive maintenance and forecasting? Can we apply with primary and secondary solution? What exactly proves TRL7 for an AI software product? What kinds of supporting documents should we provide? And finally, do we need a named AI adopter now in the proposal?
And starting by the end, you don't need to name your AI adopter right now. It is an extra information for us to understand where you are going with your proposal, but it's not mandatory to let us know right now. What exactly proves TRL7 for an AI software product? I believe this information can be found in several links. We can add this in frequently asked questions, because we also had this question from another participant over an email. But I mean, the description of the TRL7 can be found in several places. It's easy to find. In terms of supporting documents, please include whatever proofs, whatever helps us to understand if you are a TRL7, if for your particular solution. As for the challenge, I'm not sure I understand the question. This process has nothing to do with challenges. So there was a typo in the technical and business proposal that was just revised 2 weeks ago. There was a small typo regarding challenges, but the process has nothing to do with challenges. So you apply with your solution, not to answer to specific challenges, but to bring your solution to the platform. And so make your case the best you can. And we are not selecting for specific sectors, for specific challenges, just open to any solution, any sector. Thank you.
Clear, thank you. Next one, could you go through the essential documentation needed for the contracting phase? I don't know, maybe you can help with this one.
Yes, we've presented the main documentation needed, which is, the sub-grant agreement, which is basically the contract that we as treasurers for the project will sign. We as F6S treasurers for the project will sign with the company. That is the first one. Declarations, 3 declarations. SME declaration if you are an SME, declaration of honor, that's for everyone, and also a bank information declaration, basically for us to understand what is your bank account so that the transfers can be done easily throughout the process. Also, within the process, it is explained in the guide for applicants that there will be a know your customer process ran. For this know your customer, you will need to provide more information, more documentation. But this is all detailed in the guide for applicants, so I would invite you to read, because we only have 5 more minutes and lots of questions to answer. Thank you.
Thank you for this question. Next one, could you please clarify what is meant by inclusion of the product in the marketplace? Can it be an independent solution developed by us for products that you do not yet have? Or does it need to be something related to what you already have developed?
Can you do that, Spiros? Can you answer this one?
Yes. By onboarding the product in the marketplace, it means we will have at stage 2, that your product needs to be there with photos, what it is doing, what it is added value, and how people can access it. I'm not sure what you mean by independent solution. Of course, your solution needs to follow the strategy that you have as a company, but needs also to be in alignment with the vision that we have in AI in demand platform. It doesn't have to be, as Anna said before, we don't impose specific problems that you need to solve. So it could be for any solution, but you need to reuse some of the components that you can find on the platform. So for instance, you can utilize the infrastructure, you can utilize the pipeline to create an AI solution. You don't need to stick to the problem solved by the existing tools or the use case you see on the platform.
Thank you, Spiros. And next one, do we need to carry the cost of the AI tools where we need to exploit?
Can you also answer this, Spiros?
Yes. It depends on what you mean cost. If you mean the development, and your people are expected also to work on the development of the tools. But if you see some of the products offer some infrastructure with limitations that you can utilize in order for you to save this cost.
Thank you. And next one, how do we proceed if the current state of the AI platform does not yet support certain required functionalities?
Anna, may I also answer? Yes, the platform is also evolving, and actually part of the open calls is also to evolve to bring also your value and help us evolve it even better. So part of the requirements is also to do beta testing and tell us which functions don't work well, which work better, in order also to give us feedback to improve altogether the platform in a better way. If there are some technical issues that we will find along the way, this is also the job of the technical monitoring to help address them and overcome them while we are running the actual implementation phase.
Thank you. And next question, to demonstrate that we are at TRL 7, do we need to provide the names of the current adopters / users of our existing product, or is the declaration that we are at this TRL level sufficient, together with the demonstration of the product itself? We provide our service through a platform. Can we upload a link demo for you?
Spiros?
It will be, I would find it very important that you have the documentation, the link maybe in GitHub, any kind of documentation that proves that this is an existing, this is a mature product, that it is already at TRL 7. So documentation, demos really help. Videos, these are very, very helpful to prove that. About the name of the current adopters and users, it's up to you, and it's up if it is something that you can share also in the application.
Okay. Thank you. We will now need to move a little bit faster since we still have 4 questions and a hand raised. So next question, please clarify what the ownership control declaration covers. Is it okay as long as the 50% ownership and control resides in the EU? Can there be non-EU persons with a minority role or share?
The ownership control declaration is one of the annexes that you must fulfill. It is in the landing page. Please check it because it's self-explanatory. The ownership must be 100% European. That is the main issue here. If it's an issue of someone having a different nationality, that was already covered by a previous question. Leave your comments there. Add an extra explanation to the form because it can be considered as in a case-by-case scenario. But the rule, let's say, is for the ownership to be European.
Thank you. And next question, for the stage 1 to 3, do we have to stick to person-month structure, and the funding money can be used with full freedom by the startup or SME?
Yes, the funding money is a lump sum, so it can be used with full freedom, as you say. So, but we need to know to evaluate your proposal in principle, how you intend to use it and what is it for, considering your proposal, considering your project, your solution, and your integration process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next one. Could you please clarify whether a candidate from Switzerland is eligible for this OC, since Switzerland is a Digital Europe associated country since January 2025?
Well, considering that Switzerland is an associate country since 2025 January, this means that it is not eligible for this open call. The reference date is January 2024. So if a country became associated before that date, they are eligible for this open call. So that's the case of Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, several others listed in that list that is in the guide for applicants. In the case of Switzerland, as it was signed only in January 2026 or around that date, it is not eligible.
Okay, thank you. And one final question from the Q&A box. is there any conflict if we are already funded by other EU funding, like Euro HPC FF Plus Business Experiments?
It should not be a conflict for you to apply to this open call. As for the funding, it needs to be also checked by you, because we obviously, as managers, we deal with the information that you give us. You should also consider that you should give us all the information that you have, but also know on your side if you can apply to an extra funding or not, depending on the other fundings that you are receiving for your other projects.
Okay, thank you, Anna. And we have one last question. Someone has raised the hand, and I will invite you to speak, Nuria, if you would still like to raise your question. Maybe it was already answered. Okay, if not, then because we need to be mindful of time. And because the deadline is fast approaching, as we mentioned, if you have any further questions, as my colleague Anna mentioned before, we have a fact section within the Open Calls webpage. We are updating it regularly with the questions from previous webinars, questions that are raised via email. So if you have any doubt, we invite you to first refer to this fact section, and if the doubt or the question that you have is not answered there, then you can contact us via aiod.opencalls@f6s.com. We also have a discussion hub within the F6S platform under the Open Call to Application page, where you can leave your question as well. But as we mentioned, all the documents are made available on the Open Calls webpage. All the relevant links are there as well. And of course, we invite you also to follow us on LinkedIn and X to be updated on all the news related with AIoD. So I wish you all good luck to the application submission. Let us know if you have any question, and yes, just good luck for this last stage of the application process. And thank you also, Anna and Spiros, for contributing to this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.